For this particular morning meditation, I want to respond to a social media post that I wrote. I just reflected on how I've become a better person because of the crises that I've endured. Many times the many crises that we go through will mold us into the person that God has designed for us to be. During the crisis, tears may flow, but these tears will one day be replaced by rejoicing over the new you that these crises have created. View your current crisis as a visit to God's weight room. In this gym, every one of your bruises and hurts will one day become a real blessing to you. Crisis will facilitate growth. So don't be surprised when you ask God for growth that God sends a crisis. And if I gave this particular meditation a title, it would be Don't Curse Your Crisis. Don't curse your crisis. On the other side of your current crisis, I believe will come a better you. A good crisis will stretch you. It's been said before, no battle, no blessing. It's amazing that we all want to shout that God has made us more than conquerors, but then we don't even want to fight. God has created, crafted, and even told us how to dress for battle. Crisis will come your way. Don't wilt when it arrives. Your current crisis just may promote you. Don't curse your crisis, my brother and sister. You never know how strong you really are until the right crisis arrives. Scriptures declare that if you faint in the day of adversity, then your strength is weak. God determines strength not on the sunny side of the road. God determines how strong you are by how you take the storms that life will send your way. I'm telling you right now, submitting that thing that you're going through right now is your visit to God's weight room. It's creating and crafting and fashioning a brand new you. Many of us never know what lies dormant in us until the right crisis hit. You never know what you're able to do until you have to do it. And I'm telling you and submitting to you, child of God, that crisis that you're going through, that you're shedding tears over right now, is stretching you, it's mending, it's molding you, and sooner or later, after you've gone through everything that you've gone through, God will cause everything that you went through to turn around for your good. Yeah, it's amazing that God can cause all things to work together for good for them who love God, for those who are called according to his purpose. God has an eternal script. God has already wrote the conclusion to your particular matter. And even though it looks stressful in the hallways, God, and in the battlefields that you have to go through, God has already designed your big come up, your big payday, your culmination, your winning moment. Don't curse your crisis. On the other side of this crisis, God's got a tremendous blessing for you. We pray to the Lord for growth, and you sent a crisis. Isn't it amazing that God can do things? But as I look back over my life, I remember different times to where me and my wife were hit with a particular dilemma, and we had to share a car. Now, sharing a car with a husband and wife, you're battling like cats and dogs, but it's strengthened. Actually, on the other side of that current crisis strengthened our relationship. Don't curse your crisis. God may have designed that particular crisis that you're going through to strengthen you and create you and send you to the culmination of what he's called to be. I wrote a couple more things. God has designed that. Tears may flow, yeah, but scriptures declare that weeping may endure for a night. But I submit to you, my brother and sister, that joy comes in the morning. Many times on the other side of your crisis, God has already designed a triumphant exaltation, a winning moment for you on the other side of this particular crisis. You wouldn't know who you are until the right crisis has caused you to stretch. The right crisis pulled you, and it has crafted you and designed you to become the person that God has called you to be. So on today, my challenge to you is, if you ever curse anything, don't curse your crisis, because your crisis is making you a better person. God bless you.